Hello and welcome to another SMZ3 2025 tournament race. Week 5? I should know this. Tonight is Eykir versus Matkap. And the race should start momentarily because they've already started. As a reminder, the rules are normal logic for Super Metroid and 774 with the boot start. 7 crystals to enter GT, 7 crystals to defeat Ganon, and 4 boss tokens to enter Hurricane. And it's not fast Ganon, you have to go through GT. See if anyone does the Morph Pet gamble. Doesn't look like it. It's a missile pack on Lake Hylia Island. Yeah, going to Sahasrala, it's a free check when you have the boots. Crystals everywhere and a red crystal at Hera is what I saw. And Swamp Palace is the green pendant. Moon Pearl already. Pack of power bombs and a heart piece. There's, as a reminder, there is always at least one pack of power bombs in Sphere 1. Could always be more, but there's always at least one. Been like that for... wasn't always the case, but it's been like that for a few years now. Looks like Eykir will keep going into Eastern. Eastern is also Sphere 1. And could also be stuff there while Matkap checking a triple. I don't think he took damage, so that should be Tier 3. We have a... nope. If it's an Agaseed, it won't be for what's on the Lumberjack Ledge. That was a missile pack. Hard piece at the mushroom spot. Missile at the Thieves' Hideout. I kept getting the free bomb from the bunkable rocks here. And probably just getting another one now. Power bombs, that's 2 packs. Let's see what blind is hiding. A super pack. There's also at least one super pack in Sphere 1, and that's Morph Ball. Eykir will keep going. Oh, Speed Booster. That's a great find. Early. Eykir is going through the dark room. Going through a dark room without the lamp is never in logic for SMZ3. Doesn't matter if there are torches that you can light with the fire rod. You're always expected to have the lamp in the dark. $50 will go a long way to paying the bottle merchant. And speaking of bottles, at the big key chest. That's a bummer. Last item is on Armos Knights. Matkap is going to spy. No. Needs 10 more rupees for bombs and the bottle vendor. Eykir is headed to Uncle and Secret Passage. Matkap buys bombs and we'll need to find 10 more bucks to pay the vendor. That's 50 bucks on Uncle. And that was gloves. Wave beam. Looks like Eykir will keep going to escape, maybe? Or not. Bombos in the library. We'll assume Ice was at the bottle vendor. Matkap is going to blindly check Maze Race. It's another bottle. Yeah, we'll grab that one too. Here we'll choose to pull the floodgate first before checking the chest item. Matkap's headed to Uncle. Sunken treasure is more power bombs. That will make 5, not 5. We have 3 packs total right now, and speed booster eventually for Eykir. So with 3 packs of PBs and speed booster, you can do all of Brin's loop, leave nothing behind, and don't have to farm power bombs midway through the loop. Immortal Moldorm. Ooh. A bit trolled here, but still clears mini Moldorms. Matkap's headed to the front of his kit. That's 300 bucks. Convenient refill and the cape. Ten arrows in the front chests, and Matkap will not be stealing the key, so the key is either in the back or at Dark Cross. No need to steal the key though. I just realized he has the glove, so there's a much faster and easier way to check the back. You just push a tombstone. Missiles in the boomerang chest. And Eykir sets up the water walk. Ooh. Be careful. Those crabs can smell blood. headed to the waterfall cave. 4 bombs and heart piece. Gonna scout Zora's ledge. Could grab it if he did a sort of water walk. Well, that's just a reserve tank. I don't think anyone will bother grabbing that. But you could grab that by storing a water walk and then fake flippering, then getting a water walk with the moon pearl out of the waterfall cave. So when you jump off the ledge at Zora, you would also reactivate water walk and be able to get the reserve tank. But nobody will bother doing that. That was a sword at Hobo, which is very handy. Nice rod was at Sanctuary. Or is high-fiving? Gonna see the bag of escape. Oh, I think we already did see it. Matkap is gonna climb the mountain. In the dark, no sword, but with the dust you can kick up, it's pretty easy. Okay, the key's in the middle, so nothing at Dark Cross. Because it wasn't in the back, it wasn't in the first chest. It's in the middle. Eykir scouts the bottle. Decides to get it. Doesn't know there's another one in town. Matkap is in Norfair. Things to activate plasma beam rather. A third bottle already, 13 minutes in. Wow. Eykir gets bombos. Matkap gets his first sword. Nothing on Spectacle Rock. Well, we're just one item away from Dark World, but yeah. We need well, with the 2 swords, you still need the lamp for Aga, or another glove, or hammer. Or gravity suit to take the Meridian portal. Sometimes it's the first and only logical way to go to the Dark World in SMZ3. It happens sometimes. Here's we'll get. No, it's not. Here's in the fun side of where you get speed booster, I think. He's gonna get it soon anyway. So Speed Booster puts absolutely all of Brinstar and Criteria in logic. And all of Wrecked Ship, so that's a lot of Super Metroid you can clear. And you're leaving nothing behind. Well, nothing you don't want to leave behind. Kev will have an easier time with the sword. Eykir gets his Morph Ball. And his Speed Booster in 2 seconds. Yes, if he checked the back of Escape, he does. Matkap is about to, he's setting up the water walk. He has the money for Zora. He might actually just go all the way. Probably won't care about not being able to grab oh wait. Is he gonna okay. So he's gonna fake flipper to keep his stored water walk. Go to Hobo. When he jumps off the ledge, he's water walking. Gonna get his second sword. And Eykir chooses to go up the mountain as well. That's Master Sword. Jumps off the ledge and now water walks. So it wasn't to grab the Zora ledge item, it was just to not have to fake flipper again. And swim back to the waterfall cave. Ether from the old man and oof. Got the rare completed full heart from a heart piece, which puts you back in swimming mode when you're fake flippering. See what Zora holds. Nothing. What was a token at Ridley? Yeah. Phantoon token, maybe? And that caps in at the landing site. Ooh. Interesting. Eykir passes on the third bottle. Gets his Master Sword. Oof, Matkap chooses not to get that E-Tank. Changes his mind. Gets it. Never know when it's gonna be Outrun Ridley Seed, so... Plasma Beam makes short work of Bomb Toriso. Surprisingly, right? Eykir goes up from Norfair. about to get a spacer beam. The location anyway. Can't go further. Well, it could try and spark up red tower, but it's a very tight 3-tap, I think. Gets the wall jump up. The breakable block shoot. This is a free trick. As long, even if you mess it up, as long as you're back up there before the block respawns, you haven't lost any time. And if you get it, you save time. That space jump in the back. I think we want to get that. Well, not now for Matkap, but soonish. Here's headed to Braid, but doesn't have the high jump boost, so a dash jump from the ledge there is pretty hard. It's easier if you do it from the bottom. Build up enough speed to get enough height. Decides to unequip speed booster. It's faster not to turn off speed booster, but it's really annoying how speed booster without high jump boost actually shortens the heights of your jumps. Up until a certain point anyway. Okay, so gravity suit in the back of Brinstar Reserve, and it's completely in logic because we have speed booster. That's hook shot in the wall in Craig's warehouse. Wow, it's a lot, lots of major items. 21 minutes in. Cool. So with this, gravity suit, you can do all. And speed booster, you can do all of Meridia, except logically you cannot do Jack Tool yet. You know where space jump is, but we would also need logically grapple beam. Eykir gets the quick kill on Raid. He was a boss token, and he was hiding a 5er. And missiles. Eykir jumps through the doorway to manipulate the key hunters. Oh, misses the wall jump, but still gets sneaks past. So when you jump through that door, you manipulate the AI of the key hunters, making it easier to jump out of the hole without them diving and knocking you back in. Another $5. Not great. Here goes back to Link to the Past, likely to reset to criteria. Or not. No, he has the hook shot. He wants to visit Paradox Cave first. And Spiral Cave. That is 8 checks. Pretty quick, too. Cap sets up Spore Skip, gets it. It's an E-tank and bomb capacity and lower Paradox Cave. It's actually upper Paradox Cave, which is why it's called Paradox Cave. The low entrance takes you to the top side. The top entrance takes you to the bottom. Silly Nintendo. More capacity, bombs, and mushroom. Yikes. That's all there is. Mushroom in any tank. Like here's gonna bomb jump across the gap so he can. Oh! Sub-pixel misalignment. It happens. And Wave Gate was just funny that Matkap no longer needs because he got another 300 and he already paid Zora. Where's that charge beam? Sure, Matkap will grab those on the way out. And what is a waterway? Nothing. And Eykir is going to reset to the ship. Yes. The good news is you're leaving nothing behind in Pingrint. You don't have to worry, did I isolate something at Waterway? You know that no, there's nothing because you already grabbed it. That's Flute at some landing site power bombs. But it has nothing. That was the mirror earlier. You know, Eykir is gonna find Space Jump at the very least. Might be something else in the middle of Gauntlet, we don't know. Nothing at Alpha Missiles. Item in the ceiling is nothing. Oh, Grapple Beam, well there we go. All of Meridia is in logic. We can full clear everything that's not Norfair. Be the Maze disappoints, and Eykir's about to get the Space Jump. And more supers. Matkap's old Turian. See what old Mother Brain is hiding momentarily. Nothing. More bomb capacity. Did we find all bomb capacity upgrades? That's a lot. Careful, Matkap. Size to clear the hoppers, and Eykir got its gravity suit. Still has enough PBs to get out. also has the grapple beam to swing across the spikes. Have to take 60 damage. Waited too long before. That sprite cannot be helping. There we go. All that for the hammer. That was worth it. And that is... And that is the Agassiz dying because... Reason 1 for Agassiz is something on Lumberjack Ledge. Number 2 reason is your first Dark World access, not the case with Gloves and Hammer. And number 3 is the rare, but it happens, Hammer locked in Pyramid. It's not in Pyramid, it's here, so the Agassiz is dead. You're not hard required to kill Aga when the hammer is at Pyramid Ferry, but logically it is required. You can bomb dupe, water walk, whatever, but logically, if you're not glitching, you need Aga dead in the mirror to get the big bomb to the pyramid. Okay, hype cave time. Wagnet. A shield. Another sword. Well, Tempered is going to make this pretty comfy. Matkap still hasn't done Gauntlet and the landing sites. Okay. That's the Red Crystal at Thieves, 2 pendants at Mire and Ice. So all the pendants are in the Dark World, meaning all the SM bosses are required. Well, Novaria might be a Hell Run Ridley for Go Mode Seed. Thumpy has nothing. K45. Full heart. Madcap declines. $14 digs, more power bombs, and sure, let's grab them. Should have 25 or maybe 30 now, so that's 2 crystal flashes in case we're hell running Ridley. Hell running in normal logic is never required, but it is a major driving factor on deciding how much ammo you want to pick up, how many E-tanks. Because you never know when the Varia might be your go mode. And it could be somewhere stupid like on pedestal or whatever. Bonks the tree for a refill. And we're headed to Village of Outcasts. With amusingly, with Swamp and Ice Palace being pendants and potentially optional, we could have flippers in GT or something. Eykir will get his hammer soon, and so will join Matkap in the Dark World, unless he prefers to keep going and clear Wreck Ship and Meridia. They're wide open and ready to be cleared. Small key in the front of Thieves tells us it's not a hammerlock. Thieves Town, not terribly useful, because hammer was our Dark World access. Ice Beam, wow, we're only missing Charge Beam now. And that's another shield. And having Charge Beam, the Charge Full Beam combo would make Hellrunning would even easier, because you wouldn't have to save ammo for him. You could just kill him with Charge Plasma Shots. And spend all your ammo just for Crystal Flashes. Eykir will to destroy all the, what are they called, Boyons or something like that? Kills them all, makes his life easier. Gets his park up there, gets his hammer. So is it straight to the Dark World, or were we staying to check stuff out in Wrecked Ship or Meridia? Logically, we can't backdoor Meridia without the flippers, but I don't think that's ever stopped anyone. More power bombs in the attic of Thieves Town. 230 missiles are missiles. And Eykir did not go through the portal, but might turn around and take it after checking out Bomb Teresa. Depends, like, you can see some major divergence here because there's so much open right now, and Eykir declines the E-Tank, alright. And the Blue Boomerang makes this the last item, I think. Yeah, it was the last item. Matkap not going to the big chest. Here's refilling. What will be the decision? Back down to the Dark World, or are we going to Meridia or Wrecked Ship? Looks like we're staying in Super Metroid. Matkap not taking any chances with Blind after losing the script. Uses the cape to good effect and gets his kill. That's crystal number 1 collected. Eykir does not go to Wrecked Ship. Heads down Red Tower, possibly to grab to Meridia. And with Space Jump, we'll be able to easily get the X-ray item. Matkap's heading north. Going to check. Nope. Going to Skullwoods. Might check the Bumper Cave ledge item later. Just headed straight to the middle. Skullwoods. Nice deboost by Eykir. Nothing interesting at Alpha PBs. Got trolled by the waiver that turned around at the last second. It always turns around, so you kind of have to expect it, but it's annoying nonetheless. Dodges under the waiver. We're gonna see X-ray as Matkap leaves Skullwoods. Nothing there. Resets. Alright, nothing found ever since this last refill of the ship, so why not? Might go down to the Dark World now via the parlor portal. Left or right? It's going left. Looks like that will be the play. Going to the Dark World. In the meantime, we'll see Graveyard Ledge soon. Another 300. We've seen 4 of them, I think. Matkap has 500 rupees already, and he already paid Zora. King's Tomb now. Nothing. Quitting back to Super Metroid, thinking Matkap will go get his Space Jump now. Out of Gauntlet. Is a refill probably first. 30 power bombs, wow. Where he's headed. So it looks like he has screw attack from somewhere. Didn't notice. That will make potential Hell Run really even easier. Can just space screw through everything without stopping. He's headed to the front of escape. It's a good find. Building at the ship. Hopefully not forgetting about lining side PBs, because that's where the flute was. Matkap will get his flute soon. And that's flute. Here has not paid Zora, I do believe, and he has mushrooms to turn into. He got it at Paradox Cave. That was the only thing in Paradox Cave. So let's hope it's something. It's not. We'll likely combo this Catfish check with Zora. Good routing. And we have an E-tank between the entrance and the top of Wrecked Ship. Bottom of the ocean is supers. Matkap will go further in and check at least Spooky Hallway. And probably killing Phantoon because it's required, so why not now? While you're here. Eykir did not mirror. Doesn't matter. That's nothing. Nothing at Spooky Hallway. The progression is likely in Wrecked Ship or Meridia, because Thieves really didn't have anything. Oh, was either Hive Cave? No. There's a front of pod, which could have stuff. We know there's an item in Eastern, but it's Bolog because it's on Armless Knights. Okay, Doppler got 3 missiles in. Gonna get a medium. No. Slow pattern. Single arrow at Bumper Cave Ledge. Looks like Eykir will also go to Skullwoods and he will find Screw Attack there. I think he just, yep, Matkap enraged Phantoon. So this was why you don't do the Super Nintendo strat, Nintendo Power strat. It says to use supers on Phantoon. Well, he does take double damage, but if he doesn't kill him, he enrages. And as you've seen, he's invulnerable, and you wasted a lot of time waiting for him to calm down. Okay, now a super will be good enough. And that's a dead Phantoon, and that's Screw Attack for Eykir. Gonna get the key here. Mirror out. And check the front. Grade token on Phantom. Right side supers are the lamp. Okay. Doesn't really open up anything. Except potentially Hera if it's basement locked. But with the hook shot, well, Matkap doesn't have the hook shot, but we'll get it once he gets to trade. And there's Varia. Okay, so you don't care about, well, since you don't care about ammo anymore, but you still want ammo for Mother Brain at least. There's enough ammo for Ridley. You're still in more for Mother Brain. Can't really count on finding the charge beam because it can be anywhere, absolutely anywhere. It's considered, by the logic, a luxury item. Never required for anything. Right. Anything that is fire locked can be opened by the lamp. Could make left side mire. The two chests on the left side, you know, edible, and could have fire rod there or something. Here gets his ice beam. And yes, with both suits and space jump, we have the front of Lower Norfair accessible. Nothing in the back of wrecked ship. Now, every single item check in Super Metroid is obtainable. We have every toy needed to get anything possible. Even Shack Tool. So far, Wreck Chip has been loaded. Varia and Lamp, and we've just started. Of course, that could be the only things found here, but that's still two major items. And you never skip Lamp when you don't have Fire Rod already, because Fire Rod could be lamp locked. Hard lamp locked, because it requires a torch to be lit or something. Such as the left side of Meyer. Nothing in the attic. Or the basement of Hera. Or, you know, Landmo. You need fire to get to Landmo. Powder at Sky Missiles. Matkap decides to... That's a shot block, Matkap, anyway. Decides to, yeah, get the E-Tank there. Eykir defeats Line as Matkap. Takes a small break in bowling alley. Eykir gets his first crystal. A red one. And since the Hera is clearable, well, logically with the lamb, then Pyramid Fairy is in logic. You're not missing a whole lot. Just Fire Rod, Cane, Mitts, and potentially Quake. For Turtle Rock, maybe. We don't know. We won't know what Turtle Rock is locked with until we get the Mitts. Yeah, bow. That's right. Forgot about the bow. So 4 items, potentially 5. If Quake is required for Turtle Rock. I mean, that's a lot of majors we found in less than 1 hour. Matkap is completely done with Wreck Chip. And we'll head down Red Tower for sure. Know that Eykir won't find much here. So will he just go straight to Super Metroid when he's done here? Or will he maybe check Hera? Front of pod, maybe? Like, going to 1. This is looking like a Hera. Clear. Eykir does not have fire though. So if there's an item locked in the basement, he cannot get it. But he can skip the basement. The big key's there with the Herapod trick. So we're not basement locked, but there could be an item there. Reserve tank. Right here does the bombless setup for Herapod. Gets it eventually. Only needs 1 more item. Moldorm either has the map or the last item. If it's not the last item, then Eykir will orphan it here, having no fire source. That's a dead Moldorm. Crystal number 2. That's Pyramid Fairy and Logic as Matkap breaks the tube. To Meridia. Oh, Eykir will make a play a lot of people forget about. It's checking Spike Cave. It's in Logic. We have an invulnerability item. And I think you're supposed to have a bottle too if you don't have half magic or the cane or something. I don't know the logic for Spike Cave. I'll be honest. And it's an E-Tank. We check Pyramid Fairy or maybe yes. Well, Matkap is at Mama Turtle. Nothing up there. Don't need to use a power bomb, it's a shot block. That's a missile pack. I think this is a Pyramid Fairy check. It is. Pyramid Fairy. Nothing and nothing. Watering hole in a second. Supers. We'll take those. Haven't had some progression in a while, but we still have a lot of ground to cover. All of Meridia and all of Norfair for once. Looks like Eykir will backdoor Meridia. Has to be careful not to get hit here. Because he's fake flippering and you don't want to take damage while you're fake flippering. And got it. Up past this mushroom bombers. And is skipping butt wound this way. Has the gold sword at Aqueduct. Matkap will now save, most likely to check the sand pits. Nothing at Precious Room. Matkap will choose the right sand pit first. As Eykir enters Fantuna's lair. Love Keiko. That's the book. Oh, that's always a bad find. It's probably not required, but you can't risk it, so you have to grab it. Matkap will not be checking Shack Tool. Eykir sets up the quick kill and gets it. That's a reserve tank. behind Dragon. So what will Eykir do now? We will see a plasma room check or something. Maybe not. If he saves here, he's checking something, that's for sure. But he's not, so he set it to Quackodoc, probably. Matkap will finally get his hook shot in a few seconds. And Eykir is headed to check the bot one item and then drop to Aqueduct. Bot one item is a mail upgrade that Eykir will get. Roll is kind of rippy. Eykir gets his butter sword as Matkap enters the crate fight. Shot is super too early. When crate closes his mouth back up that fast, means he shot a little too early. Eykir will PB up there. Gonna check sandpit and the beach first and reset if it's nothing. Magic will take that. Not interested in those supers. So we're resetting. Probably gonna see the left sandpit. I'm going with the right one. There is the book. Matkap heads down to Norfair. Here checks the right sandpit first. We'll find the book. We'll have to decide to grab it and wrap around or reset for now. We're grabbing it, but resetting. Nothing at Cathedral. Matkap didn't check the left sandpit, at least I don't believe he did, so nothing at Bubble Mountain. Oh, the mids in the left sandpit, that's a big find. And now Eykir has... And that's the other penny too. Eykir has to decide, yeah, probably circling around back and grabbing the... Or maybe not. You can't grab the book on your way out after killing Dragon. Oh, you already killed Dragon. Is he going back for the book? Going right though. Going up? Okay. We're circling around that way maybe? Or are we checking plasma on the way too? Matkap's headed to Speed Booster. Thinking as Speed Booster proper. What's above the door? Looks like nothing. Eykir has not saved, so he can't reset out of this. Well, he did, but he would lose a miss if he reset. Oh, that's... regarding... Yeah, Spring Ball, let's go. Well, we found all the items. The meme items, that is. Spring Ball, the single arrow, and 2 pennies. Matkap is farming ammo. So Eykir will get the book next. And then might check Shack Tool, maybe? See what's here. Wave Beam has nothing. Matkap keeps going further down, so this is likely going to Lower Norfair. Makes sense. Doesn't know about the myths in the left sandpit though, because he only checked the right sandpit and grabbed the book and didn't circle back to check the left one, so doesn't know there's a faster way to go to Lower Norfair. Eykir's gonna get the book now. After that, will he go left or right? He's going right. We're gonna see a Shack Tool check. Wow. Those are a rare treat. Left is going left. Okay, this is gonna be a blind fight. A blind kill of GT. Why not? We'll need to farm supers after the fight though, unless we find Charge Beam soon. Okay, where are you hiding, Shack? Nothing. Which is the case most of the time. But Eykir knows. Full cleared all of Meridia. So he knows that if an item or two remain to be found and they look to be in Trolley location, he knows it won't be here. And Matkap made short work of GT. Nothing. tank. So now we'll know what Meyer requires, but Meyer's appendants we probably don't have to go in there. Needs Quake, so you can't even dive it if you wanted to. Next is checkerboard. Looks like Eykir's saving here. Nothing at checkerboard. Fire shed. The bow. And the last bottle. Nothing interesting at Crab Supers, but we knew that already. All Eykir has left, I think, is Mama Turtle. Matkap is going to clear desert. It's a crystal. Gonna be pretty fast with the butter sword and the silvers. You found the silvers? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Butter sword, right? Ah, thank you. Eykir resets out of Mama Turtle room. And we know the Varia and the lamp he's missing are in wrecked ship. Hopefully he doesn't hell run Norfair. That's the hard piece in the big key chest. Could be just a play for Dark Death Mountain. Yeah. Well, Matkap is headed to the back of desert. And Eykir will go to Dark Death Mountain. He'll know if he has what he needs for Turtle Rock, at least the medallion. Was it an Agaseed? Could it be a pet seed? Let's see. Bow's not on pad. What could be on pad? Well, just Fire Rod, I think. Yeah, we have Bombos for Pendant Ice. But we need to find flippers first, though. I wouldn't worry about this being a pet seed until flippers are found, if they're ever found. One, two, and three. That's a dead Lambo. And, oh, that is Quake to both. Meyer and Turtle Rock are Quake locked. So Ether was a waste of time. Bombos could still be required in case we have Fire Rod in Ice Palace. That would be kind of gross, but it could happen. And Quake is right here. Key under the doormat. Quake can't be on pad. Well, he couldn't be anyway, because Meyer is Quake locked. Meyer's a pendant. Kane cannot be on pad. Bow is found. Pin is found. Fire Rod could be there. And last, I think Eykir still has to check the Ether tablet. I think that's what he's headed. Yeah. That is the plan. After that, Eykir will have full cleared all of Death Mountain, except Turtle Rock. It's a shovel. fast pillar room. Headed to worst room in the game, which is made pretty trivial with space jump and screw attack. It's like Eykir is gonna check the Bombos tablet. Now here, to avoid having to worry about pad is, we don't want to find the flippers. We want the flippers to be in GT. And that's Morph Bombs at Mickey Mouse. Nothing at Bombos tablet. Okay, so the book was useless in terms of locking items. Eykir is in all likelihood headed to Wreck Chip, where he will find the Varia and the lamp. After Ridley, I think Matkap will probably head to the pod eastern area and full clear it. We know where Quake is. And Bow and everything, so all we need to find to be in no mode are Kane and the Fire Rod. Nothing at PBs of Shame. Medium? No. Slow pattern. Matkap might farm here a little bit. Yeah. Needs more ammo. Well, probably needs more ammo to feel comfortable. Another slow pattern. And a fast eye close, wow. Eykir is very lucky tonight. And a slow rain of fire too, like. An okay Doppler? Ooh, a fast pattern and a slow eye close. Was nice of Fentune. Matkap enters Ridley's room. Medium. Nope, slow. And that's a dead Fentune. Really should be deadish. Yeah, he's dead. So same boss kills, just a different boss. And it was a Phantom token. Nothing behind Ridley. Only thing we haven't, well, I'm gonna say, just Eykir gets his lab. The thing we haven't seen is Crocomire, but we haven't seen Ridley Lord Warfare Escape either. There's a few items there. Two we're missing could be just sitting there, waiting to be picked up. That's very Eykir. So we know there's nothing else in here, but Eykir does not know that. Eykir heads to the back without saving. It's a lot of people do that nowadays. Because you have to go up, save, and then reset. And it saves time, I think, but not really a meaningful amount. If you end up keeping the item you find there, then saving will have been for nothing. What's that? Fireflies. Oh, the other male upgrade. And Matkap remembers he doesn't have one, so why not? That's the cane. We're only looking for the fire rod now. Fire rod could be a Crocomire. Could be on Ped. Could be anywhere really, except in the back of. Could even be on Laser Bridge, if the key layout allows to go that far without the fire rod in Turtle Rock. So fire rod can be in a lot of places. Let's hope it's not a too horrible one. But to be in no mode, just a little under 130 minutes in is pretty fast. Getting out of the Hudberry room thing is kind of annoying without the spring ball. But Madcap has gone past the crumble block part, so the rest is fairly straightforward. And he's through. So the only thing we haven't seen as viewers here is Crocomire. only thing he could possibly have is Fire Rod, which would be pretty significant. Matkap still has to head to Meridia to find his mitts. And the Quake medallion in Super Bunny Cave. Like he won't be checking Croc. Oh, we haven't seen Ice Beam location either, I think. Here's refilling at the ship. What will you do, Matkap? Headed to Super Metro, Link to the Past. Back to the ship. Or not. Oh, this is gonna be a ped check? Oh, he hasn't activated his flute yet. That's it. That makes sense. Kier's about to find his bow. And we know Kane's in Lower Norfair. So where is Fire Rod? It can be on pedestal, but I wouldn't worry about that until we find, if we find the flippers. Matkap is going to do the combo of Pod and Eastern. It makes sense. They're both required. And he has everything he needs to clear them. It's like we were actually bow-locked out of Pod. But we have the bow, so... Like, Matkap will go straight to Helmsword King. Has the big key and 2 keys. Makes sense. After that, he can just go back in. And when he's found every item, he can just mirror out. Matkap is past the turtle room. The dark turtle room, which can be tricky when you're in the dark and you don't have anything great to handle the turtles, but it's a piece of cake with this loadout. Matkap softens up Dinosaur King's mask with a couple of bombs. That was a very well behaved Dinosaur King. That's a completed dungeon. Matkap will mirror and finish Eastern. Eykir will follow Matkap into pod and Eastern. Process of elimination, we know that the big key chest can only be a key. Otherwise, if it's not, we would have no keys remaining to get to the back. That's the mirror shield. Small key has to be in Harmless Hellway. Well, this leaves 3 checks, 2 chests in the Dark Maze, and the big key, the big chest. And that's Charge Beam. Matkap is done with pod. Charge Beam will make everything a breeze, I guess. Doesn't have X-ray. Could have been handy to microwave a Dragon. Dragon won't be a problem with this loadout anyway. Now we know the big key chest has nothing, so Matkap goes straight to Armor's Knights. He will save some time, but he's not. Well done with the bombs. That was a fast Very fast Helmasaur King kill. Eykir is doing the same strategy as Matkap. To Helmasaur King first and then back in until he has everything and can just mirror out. Eykir already has cleared most of Eastern, so he'll be able to go straight to Armor's Knights. And supers, not Fire Rod. Matkap is done with Eastern. Well, where will he head next? Looks like I doesn't have the mid, so he has to go back to Super Metroid. Or not. Gonna check the. Oh right, he hasn't done Hera. Might as well do it now. Charge Beam, and Eykir knows he's done here. Have we checked Shovel Spot? I don't remember. I know Eykir has a shovel. Anyway, Hera. That's another crystal for Eykir. Why is Matkap in the basement? I think there's nothing there. Anyway. Now having charge beam, Eykir may be able to make short work of Gold Torizo. Won't have to farm ammo back up. Unlikely that he will circle around just for the silvers, but you never know. Found the safe spot where you can, between the hitbox of Gold Torizo's attacks and his body's hitbox. And as mentioned earlier, he did make quick work of GT. Doesn't need to farm ammo back up. Can go straight to Ridley. That's right, Matkap has never checked Paradox Cake. And you'll likely go to the Dark World. Find Quake, open Turtle Rock. And now you'll only beam. Oh, wait, he cannot open Turtle Rock. He doesn't have myths yet. He needs to go to Meridia and finish it first. To be it. Pyramid Fairy check. No, there's nothing, but you're doing the speed echo kill on the on the middle parrots. I always liked. Nothing in the Pyramid Fairy spot. Here we'll go straight to Ridley now. That's a dead Ridley. Here's on his way out. Oh, Matkap found X-ray somewhere, so we'll be able to microwave Dragon. And that's it. That's a dead Dragon. Eykir really full cleared Meridia. We know there's nothing at Plasma Room. And Jack Tool, but there is the myths in the left stand bin. And Matkap just spotted the myths. Doesn't have Spring Ball, because that's in Plasma Room, but with the myths, if he bails on the Meridia, he will save some time. And both only need Fire Rod now. Fire Rod can be in a lot of places. As long as we don't find flippers, we don't need to worry about Swamp and Ice Palace. We've already cleared what could be cleared of Skullwoods. And Malkuros for the raid. Thank you for raiding, Malkuros. We are in Fire Rod Go mode. The only place we haven't seen in Super Metroid is Crocomire. Okay, we'll check Cathedral. We'll see that it's nothing. Now Matkap. Gonna see that he needs Quake or Turtle Rock. But he'll find Quake in Super Bunny Cave. He is under the mat, as it were. However, he will not find Fire Rod. Fire Rod could be in Turtle Rock. It's happened before. Or it could be at Crocomire. Or it could be at any of the mid checks. Anywhere but on Trinex and in the back of Skullwoods. Looks like Eykir will go to Croc. Makes sense. He has charged plasma. This will be a very quick fight. Ike Rock and Bike Rock. We'll take those supers. Now, does Matkap dive Turtle Rock? Could be. Fire Rod could be there. I'm just afraid of something trolly like Flippers in Turtle Rock and Fire Rod in the swamp or something. Nothing in the only heated room behind Crocomire. Eykir will save to save scum the rest of the Croc area. Matkap is diving Turtle Rock. I like this. If you're wrong, you'll be blocked usually pretty early in Turtle Rock without the Fire Rod. And if you're right, you're in go mood. Well, see, like I said, you know pretty quickly usually that you need Fire Rod or not to do Turtle Rock. And now Matkap knows for a fact it can't be on Death Mountain at all. It has to be elsewhere. It's gonna be a pet check. He already did this. It is a pet check. Or not. Change his mind. Gonna do the myths first. The myths check first. And Brock was not the play. Eykir has hundoed all of Super Metroid. So he knows for a fact that Fire Rod is somewhere in Link to the Past. Matkap will start the mid checks with the Smith and Hammer Peg. Oh, that's right. He hasn't done Crumble Tower and Ice Beam. I think that's the only locations remaining. Because he backdoored Norfair. He went straight to Lower Norfair with The flute. Nothing at hammer pegs. That's red, but it's not the fire rod. Nope, not the smith. Okay, that was the last Super Metroid check, I'm pretty sure. Matkap has skipped a few checks, and as long as he doesn't return to them, I mean, in Super Metroid has skipped some checks. As long as he doesn't return to them, he will save time. Because we know for a fact that there's nothing... That fire rod is not in Super Metroid or any of the remaining items. Eykir is done. Completely done with Super Metroid. What does he do? Already did Dark Death Mountain, but he hasn't dove and Internal Rock, but probably won't make that. But this is a pet check. Okay, finally. If Fire Rod is on pet, well, we know it's there, but we're still looking for the flippers. If that's the case, we'll know for a fact. Do we need to do anything special here or not? Nope, it's a super missile. Ped is dead. Now, as long as Matkap does not return to Super Metroid, is a little ahead of Eykir. Eykir knows there's nothing in Super Metroid, and will not be back there, except for Mother Brain. It's gonna be a big spot check. I think Eykir has, yeah, he has the shovel. Has he checked the spot though? It's the wrong cane. We already have the right one. Oh, fake flippering. Are we checking Ice Palace? Looks like it. At this point, it has to be a pet and dungeon. And for all we know, maybe flippers are in the mire, and one of the flipper dungeons has the fire rod. Or fire rod in the Ice Palace would not be the first roll. I kept done. Batman, I think he did. Nice icebreaker. That not fire rod. Mire could be the play, really. We know it's not Internal Rock, so... And we don't have the flippers yet, and for all we know, the flippers are in GT. Or the flippers are in Mire and Fire Rod is somewhere in the flipper dungeon. Will Eykir choose a different dungeon, maybe? Eykir chooses Mire. And it's not easy. It's not ice. Matkap bails out because didn't expect this. It was Eykir we checked. I forgot who checked pad. But anyway, we know it's not pad. So it's likely Mire. I mean, Matkap doesn't have a choice with the Mire because you can't fake flipper your way into swamp. So either we find the Fire Rod here, or we find the flippers, and the flippers point to Swamp Palace. That's right. So Matkap is just correctly guessing that it's not a pet seed. Lots of small keys. Progression has to be here. It's either flippers or Fire Rod. Ooh, be careful. Matkap. Oh, that's a bad death. Oh, he has a fairy. Never mind. Another big key is always a fun one in Mire. So, big chest, map chest, and Vidi are the three remaining locations. Something's gotta give. Fire Rod in Mire, we are in go mood. That Fire Rod. Powder. Yeah. Eykir's a bit ahead, but he does not have silvers, which means Matkap's Ganon will be slightly faster. Matkap is also in go mode like a minute later. Does have the silvers. We'll come down to the GT route for the big key in the basement. Eykir has to worry about his arrow count. Not Matkap. Wouldn't make a huge difference. That was a very fast Mafia kill. Well done. High-fiving at the entrance. Cap's having a slower fight with Moth. Moth is humping spikes. But Moth is dead. Two small keys. When you think about it, all of Norfair had nothing except Red Cane at PB's in jail. Oof, close call. Here we'll be skipping the big chest and mimic cave. It's a fairly safe skip. There's only a 2-ish% chance of it biting you in the butt. That's only if a small key is in the lava chest and another small key is in the big chest. And that's not the case. Big small key was here. So now Eykir can completely skip Laser Bridge and go straight to Trinex. And then Ganon's Tower. So this will likely come down to where the big key in the Ganon Tower basement is. Also, Matkap will have a slightly faster Ganon fight thanks to the silvers. This could end up being very tight. We'll see a 0 cycle. Let's see. Oh, like it? Yeah. Well done. One dead Trinex. All tokens acquired, all crystals acquired. Time for GT, Ganon, and Mother Brain. It's like Matkap will not be going for the 0 cycle. It's not a huge deal. It hardly wastes any time. Eykir enters at 1:19:29 into Ganon's Tower. Does apparently the standard route. I'm going Hope Room then left. Unless this is a full right move. Could be. And it will be. Full right. Laser. And Matkap is about 55 seconds behind Eykir. Chooses not to go right after finding the key here. He will save some time. But he is going right. Maybe he's checking. Nah. Not Tower Room, not yet. Okay. But this is still a very small time difference. And having silvers could play a factor. Key. Not in the map chest. Supers. Gank. Okay. All we have left is Bob's chest, Ice Armos, and Tile Room. Like you're walking a little too far up. Oh no, that was on purpose to grab the arrows. Fighting Ice Armos soon. Unless, of course, the big key is in Bob's chest. It is. Climbing. So the route to the big key was not a factor. There could still be trolley teleports and blue balls for Eykir. Or at least more of them. Compared to Matkap. Matkap does have the slight advantage of having the silvers. Oh, and Eykir does not have half magic, so... And no silver, so we'll... Yeah, I don't know. It was a fairly fast gauntlet, at least the first part of it. As Matkap enters. Now Eykir slowed his pace down a little bit here to manipulate the spawning of the landmost so that would be all at the same time. So he could two-cycle them with ease. Matkap will probably have a slightly faster fight here with silvers if he gets them all in one round. Matkap is through part 1. Eykir through part 2 of Gauntlet. Dead Molorm. As Matkap is through part 2 of Gauntlet. TVs and validation chest. Oh, it could have been a triple, but I think it was a double. We'll see. That could be 5-2-2 or 3-2. Yeah, it's 2-2-1. Triple was actually a double. That's too bad. 2-2-1-1. Like Matkap, same thing. 3 hits, but full power just count as a double. Oh, 0 now. That's bad. Eykir drops at 228.03. That's dead. I get 2. Matkap will drop at 228.48. So 35 seconds later. 45 seconds. 40. I can't count. Anyway, he gained some ground. He was slightly slower at a slightly slower pace when entering GT. Eykir's having trouble with lighting the torch. Did get this torch glitch, fortunately. It was 55 going into Ganon's tower, now it's 45. He's gaining ground. Dead Ganon. Sword up at 229.49. Single G for Eykir. Just slightly too slow for Matkap. Set up the triple. Ended up not saving that much time with silvers due to being slightly too slow with paralyzing Ganon. Single G for Matkap. Matkap does have the X-ray, which makes stand-up a bit safer, because you can't get out of most soft lock situation with the X-ray during a stand-up glitch. I don't think that will make up the time, though. The big time the big time gain would have been a faster phase 4 of Ganon, but unfortunately. I mean, they might know baby skip, but they don't. Neither runner has high jump boots, so unless they know the high jump bootless setup, which is different and harder, I'm told. Eykir lost a bit of time in Metroid Room 4. Could allow Matkap to catch up a little bit. Eykir has unequipped and damage down. He will... No, because he will not do stand-up. He might still do stand-up, but... He will, probably, but... Baby Metroid will hardly touch Samus. And she'll drop. No attempts at baby skip by Matkap. Eykir has unequipped screw attack, which will make Isa skip easier. There we go, second try. This will be a tight finish, but barring any significant mistake, Eykir should win this. Could come down to a messed up standout versus one that succeeds. Gets the ice skip. Eykir gets blasted by the first rainbow attack. You always have to survive one rainbow beam. And then you're quickly damaged down so that Mother Brain cries, or rather screams. And when she does, it indicates the next rainbow beam will be the cutscene. If she doesn't scream, she's about to hit you again with the rainbow beam, and I hope you can survive it. Otherwise, your game over. Eykir avoided the forced kneel down position, which will allow him to do damage to Mother Brain during the cutscene. She only gets her health when she fully turns greenish gray. That's when you can start damaging her down during the cutscene. Looks like Matkap will not be doing a stand-up. Unfortunate, but now he has... Unless Eykir soft locks here. I don't think it's even possible to soft lock anymore. stop shooting before you get the hyper beam. That's what Eykir did. Didn't take any chances and try to get another shot in, and only a few more shots were needed to defeat Mother Brain 3. While Matkap is in the cutscene. A very long cutscene. As Matkap acquires the hyper beam, Eykir is done with Leodoc's room. Gets the spark up the escape shaft. Cap defeats Mother Brain 3. Unfortunately, too little, too late. As Eykir finishes in first place with an official time of 2 hours, 38 minutes, and 30 seconds. GG. Matkap really getting trolled by the parrots in Leodox's room. We are joined by Eykir. GG.
Thank you, Nito. Fun seed.
It was a very close race.
Oh, okay.
At one point, Matkap was only 40 seconds behind you.
Oh. Oh, that is really close. That was at the ends, like going up Ganon's Tower or something? Oh, yeah, there. Matkap finishes.
So he was 55 seconds behind you going into GT, but he had silvers, and he gained a bit of time there.
Yeah.
But did not do either baby spot. Nobody really wants to do baby skip with high jump boots without them. And he did not do stand up, so he had no.
Oh, yeah, I saved a lot of time on that. I think I only had like 4 shots after stand up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can see that pull ahead. Whew, well, I'm glad we had a close one. Within a minute of going on GT.
And with a time of 2 hours, 40 seconds, and 30. Long night. 2 hours, 40 minutes, and 34 seconds. Matkap finishes in second place.
So very thankful for the 2 E-tanks on the left side of GT, without which I would not have been able to do stand up.
Right.
At least not the way I know of.
That was, yeah. Yeah, just enough. You did slightly more. You full cleared Super Metroid, and Matkap did some skips that ended up being good calls, but unfortunately went to Ice Palace before headed to Mire.
See, Matkap just said he skipped left sandpit because of the book.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that hurts not getting those myths. I feel bad going back for the book because the book led to nothing.
Yeah, but you can't risk it.
I know you have to go back for it. It's an item that leads to 2 checks and potentially. Not at that point with the mid gave me access to desert. I saw that and I'm like, ooh, that's desert access. I still don't have a fire source.
Yeah.
Where was lamp? That was my first fire source.
Lamp was in the wrecked ship.
It was in red
Right,
ship. Okay.
right
Yeah, I
side.
did. Where do you first?
Like the two super missile pickups were Varia and the lamp. The rest was nothing, but yes.
Yeah, could have skipped all that.
As mentioned, the gamble to go to Ice Palace made the difference. Probably figured, well, flippers
Ooh.
might be. Well, flippers could have been in Mire, and then Fire Rod could have been in Ice, but
Yeah, coming out, I had that choice. It's like, where do I go? I did Smith Chain because I figure, okay, do this first. It's like 5 checks, including shovel. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 checks, and yeah, 4, 5, whatever. And I'm like, okay, if it's not here, ice isn't really in logic because no flippers. I can't do swamp. I don't want to risk going into TR just for fire rob because I don't think Matkap's going to do that. So let's just start with Meyer and then maybe Hera Basement because yeah, flipper's outstanding. I'd full cleared Super Metro at that point, so I knew like it had to be somewhere. So either be flippers, fire rod. I just gambled Meyer. You got lucky. It could easily have been flippers and Meyer to get to ice to get fire rod. And we never found the second item in Meyer, so it could have been flippers regardless.
yeah.
At least I didn't find it. I don't know if Matkap found it.
But you overall, the pad diverged quite a bit. You stayed in Super Metroid quite a bit, and you went back to the best. Eventually, you all made the same checks, just in a different order. And when you went to Meyer, he had done ice, and you had done more Super Metroid checks. The time was very tight timing, but turns out the Ice Palace dive was the difference.
Wait, 3 items versus 2 fire locked fire that you typically see. Yeah. I was worried. I thought about tipping Meyer early, but then if I found nothing and that choice of do you skip cutscene when you're just dipping it, I probably would have skipped cutscene and then had to go back anyways.
Vanilla big key, yeah.
Yeah, with no indicator that it's there, and then the fire rob was in the big chest, so had to do it. And otherwise, yeah, I like my early route. I had the gloves, so Kakariko from the south just to go to Mountain Dark World. Finding Morph Ball again in Kakariko was kind of funny. At least they gave us all the easy movement stuff except for high jump. So we had speed booster, we had space jump, we had Morph Ball.
It's always a relief to get speed booster early because you know you're not orphaning anything in Brindle.
Oh yeah, I've been burned by Waterway so many times. I try not to go there until I have speed booster for that reason.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And
it was fun to see.
Gravity wasn't too far behind, so it was all of Super Metroid is open except Norfair.
Yep. And then Varia was just sitting in where was Varia? Right, it was in Wreck Ship. And I felt bad about that. It's like, oh, I could have done Wreck Ship earlier. I wasn't really sure about that. I did the Bryn loop instead of doing the Bryn skip, which was good because there was stuff in the way there. Actually, I think Gravity was up there, so
Yeah.
it was pretty early in the Bryn loop. Once I got the hammer, I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just go out and do Dark World stuff. I had I could just circle the Dark World with the hammer and the hook shot and the mirror and just clean up. And there wasn't a whole lot there except Screw Attack. I was happy to get Screw Attack for the Wreck Ship play.
Yeah. It was it makes just space jump and screw attack or Norfair, no problem.
Yeah, also Wreck Ship's a lot better with Screw Attack and having the super missile things and the top when you're trying to get to both sides. It's just the run through there with space jump and Screw Attack is just so satisfying.
It looks like Matkap will not be joining us for an interview, so yeah, that pretty much covers it.
Yep, just want to shout out Nita Orific for commentating, She Deco for tracking, and M2 and Soulsteeper helping get set up here in Jester Zooks. So, thank you everyone for putting us on. Thanks, SpeedGaming.
Thanks for accepting to be restreamed.
Thanks for staying up. Appreciate it.
So that's we're right now. The tournament is in week 5 of the round robin. There will be 6 rounds of the round robin, 6 weeks. More matches tomorrow and in the coming days. So until then, thank you to everyone. Thank you for watching. Thank you for racing. Thank you for tracking. Thank you for setting up the channel. And we will see you next mission.